In this edition of the Parliament Report, 5-year JDIP funds used up or committed in less than 2 years. Auditor General finds irregularities in PATH program. JUTC expends staff money illegally. And read my lips, no new taxes for the current fiscal year. The former Jamaica Labour Party JLP administration has used up or committed nearly all of the US $400 million in less than 2 years of the massive 5-year Jamaica Infrastructure Development Program JDIP. In a statement to Parliament on January 24, Transport and Works Minister Dr. Omar Davies said that only US $1.8 million of the US $400 million has not been used up or committed by the previous administration. Davies' comments elicited a sharp response from controversial opposition Member of Parliament Everald Warmington, who later declared that it was scandalous. A strident Warmington, who at times breaks ranks with his party in the House, says his designation of how the JDIP was handled is appropriate if the minister's comments are factual. Emphasizing that he was alarmed at the revelations, the fiery opposition MP says, "I don't take it back." Providing an update on the JDIP in Gordon House, Dr. Davies reported that as of December 2011, the combination of funds actually disbursed, work orders certified for payment, and the value of works committed amount to little more than US $389 million. Davies told the House that up to December, payments made under the project combined with the value of work orders, which have been certified for payment, amounted to US $209 million. He said information obtained from officials at the National Works Agency indicates that additional funds have been committed for US $188 million. The Pamela Monroe Ellis-led Auditor General's Department, the AGD, has uncovered irregularities in the distribution of benefits under the Program for Advancement Through Health and Education PATH in Manchester. In the AGD's annual report, which was tabled in Parliament on January 24, Monroe Ellis reported that there were irregularities in the payment of approximately $726,000 to 21 families by PATH over a 3-year period. She divulged that an internal audit showed that some personnel who administered the program in Manchester were involved in the wrongdoing. Of the amount paid, $150,000 was recovered from one family that was connected to a member of staff. According to the AGD, management responded to the breach by pulling 23 social workers from other parishes to conduct a re-verification exercise in the entire parish. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security reportedly informed the Finance Ministry about the reasons for the irregularities and details of measures taken to prevent a recurrence. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, the JUTC, has violated the law by using nearly $5 billion of statutory deductions of employees to fund the operations of the cash-strapped state entity. In its annual report to Parliament, the Auditor General's Department, the AGD, said the JUTC did not remit statutory deductions, which totaled $4.9 billion as of August 31, 2011, to the relevant authorities. Of the $4.9 billion, $1.2 billion relates to the National Housing Trust and the National Insurance Scheme. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis said the company was advised that the failure to remit statutory deductions not only breached the relevant acts, but it would also deprive the employees of their benefits. The JUTC has pointed to the uneconomical fares it collects, as well as an inadequate subvention from government as factors which severely retard its operations. Finance and Planning Minister Dr. Peter Phillips did not say "read my lips" on January 24 in Parliament, but he announced that there would be no new taxes to fund the budget for the balance of the current fiscal year, which ends in March. The now famous phrase "read my lips, no new taxes" was uttered by then American presidential candidate George H.W. Bush at the Republican National Convention in the U.S. in 1988. In a statement to Parliament, Dr. Phillips ruled out the introduction of new taxes to finance the budget up to March. The People's National Party administration has made a decision to slash expenditure for the fiscal year. The expenditure cuts will be revealed when a new supplementary estimates is tabled in the House of Representatives next month. Dr. Phillips told his colleagues in the House that in pursuit of maintaining stability and achieving growth, he would be presenting a supplementary budget in February. Responding to a question from opposition leader Andrew Holness as to what areas could suffer cuts, Phillips said, "I am not in a position at this point to identify the specific areas." The finance minister, however, made it clear that the Jamaica Development Infrastructure Program would be among those facing the axe. This has been another edition of the Parliament Report. Join us next time when we present another bulletin. Until then, I'm Edmund Campbell saying, walk good.